Your alarm sounds in the morning light. You open your eyes slowly and reach for your phone. A dozen news notifications have been pushed to the lock screen, and more are pouring in every second. Something huge has clearly happened. You scroll through them. Scientists have discovered extraterrestrial life. Okay, so let's step back from this scene for a minute. This scene will happen, I have no doubt. One of the most thrilling discoveries from the past decade that I've been so privileged to be part of is that our galaxy likely contains billions of habitable planets. That's billions of chances for life. It's what happens next in this scene that I'm not sure of. What do you do? How do you react? How does your life change with this incredible new information? How do you change? This moment in time, this precipice we're on, the fact that we can even realistically ask ourselves these questions is unprecedented. Let me take you with me on the journey of exoplanet discovery. 30 years ago, we found the first planets outside our solar system. They were nothing like our own familiar planets. They were small rocks orbiting dying stars, beaming out their death cries from thousands of light years away. The next kind of planets we found were almost as strange. Jupiter-sized worlds orbiting incredibly close to their stars, 10 times closer than Mercury in our solar system. As a result, these gas giants are superheated to thousands of degrees. So we call them hot Jupiters. Speaking of hot, the next kind of planet we found were lava worlds. These are rocky planets like the Earth, but orbiting even closer to their stars than the hot Jupiters. Some completing an entire orbit of their star in the time it would take you to watch the original Star Wars trilogy. In fact, a lava world named Mustafar appears in one of the prequel movies years before they were discovered in real life. But the most surprising discovery of all might be a different type of planet that first appeared in science fiction. The most common kind of planet in our galaxy might be a planet of a size we don't have in our solar system. Something in between our small rocky planets and our large ice giants. These mysterious new planets could be scaled-up rocks or mini ice giants, but perhaps they're an entirely new type of planet that we don't have an analogue for in our solar system, like a water world, for instance, dominated by deep, deep water oceans. In 2017, I led the discovery of a system with 5 of these mysterious new planets. The star, K2138, is about 660 light years away from us and is a little smaller and cooler than our sun. The 5 planets were packed in so tightly together that at first glance we thought they must be unstable. But there's a trick to this system. The planets are all in resonance with each other. They dance around each other in a clockwork pattern, as regular as a metronome. And if you set their orbits to music, the system sings. Would you like to hear it? Since then, we found even more musical resonance systems. Nature really is beautiful sometimes. But what we haven't found after 30 years and more than 5,000 planets is one that's like the Earth, a rocky planet that's the right temperature for liquid water on its surface. We have found gas giants that are the right temperature. Maybe one of those has a rocky moon, like Pandora from James Cameron's Avatar, with watery oceans and exotic life forms. But for now, truly Earth-like planets remain almost impossibly hard to detect. You noticed that I said almost, didn't you? In 2021, we dreamed up our most audacious plan yet, to launch a new suite of instruments on a Ferris wheel-sized telescope that will unfold in space and finally reach the precision to detect Earth-like planets. Now, this plan is ambitious. It will take 20 to 30 years to complete and cost at least $10 billion. But I believe it's our best chance for finding life. So, that's great job security for me. But what does it actually mean for you? After literally thousands of years of thinking about other Earths, you might know the answer to a question that has driven religion and science and literature for all of human history. Are we alone? And how would it change us to know that we're not alone? This is something that astronomers and philosophers and political scientists think about a lot. What would the geopolitical implications be of a country announcing that they had detected extraterrestrial life? Would wars start over this information and access to it? Or would they stop as we collectively confronted this new other? Would humanity be united or further divided? How would our attitudes towards religion change? Would congregations flock to churches and synagogues and temples? Or would they turn away? Would interest in science fiction stories soar? How would the stock market react? Moving from society to the individual, how would this information change a single person? How would it change you? How would it affect your understanding of yourself and your place in the cosmos? Some people will inevitably feel fear when they hear this information. Some people will read the headlines and then go looking for the results of yesterday's cricket match. I will feel wonder. What an incredible, amazing marvel that life exists at all, let alone that we're here to comprehend it, let alone that we're developing the technology to search into the deep blackness of space for company. Imagine if company exists. I will feel joy. You look at your phone again as more notifications pour in. This is the moment. Scientists have discovered life on a distant planet. How do you feel?